Hey, my stream is up if you want to watch it if you're bored. Well, fuck you, bitch.
Coach, we find ourselves at the
Rockies,
Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fan.
Oh, this nigga Merkham finally lost.
An NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. A big play there on the
there go my man.
Of the game. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yards.
Dang, the man. Who's the man with the master plan?
They've got a first and goal to go at the 7th. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Let's go, touchdown!
On the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Cut that off.
To kick this one away.
Oh.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Fuck it, Treyway. Hey, real one. You hating on the Treyway slippers, dog.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Come on, catch that!
Is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. A big play there. For the Broncos on 3rd. 43 yards. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you
he told me he was
really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
First carry of the game here for Royce.
Yeah, that one.
Free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely got off a pretty decent game.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
It escapes the sack. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
2nd and 20 or 3rd and 10? 2nd and 20, 3rd and 10. Which one? Which one?
So
I took 2nd and 20 like a dickhead.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often.
He's going to go for a
that
field.
could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield,
let's go. He ended up getting some yards back, but ended up having to take the field goal. We'll take it.
What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another 1st down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the 1st quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Gone!
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete there. A nice base hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
To throw is Jackson, and the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Let's go! I got him in the jump on the field goal. Give me those. First down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That play seems to never work, but they were able to draw him off on 4th, and now it's 1st and 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Shit, I don't even have this shit, so you doing better than me.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
Hey, check you out.
To knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
I do not.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll set up a throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
I didn't.
And the Ravens taking the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run. This is Scarborough. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 4. He may try to run for this. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that.
Get over here.
Completion went just shy of the marker.
Now let's go. Boo, line it.
with Scarborough. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They had a great read there from his free safety position.
Chargers not beating us.
Those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Chargers not beating us.
Chargers
do play the Ravens. What are you talking about?
He obviously had no presence to feel
Okay.
like he's being pushed
Bet on it.
And without that allowed him to get up to the
How
line
much?
of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Bet money on it. Let's bet on it.
Those are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here.
Let's bet on it. What's up?
An important 3rd down.
Huh? Bet 50.
And they'll run it here. And they'll take it in
Bet 50.
the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens
Only quarterbacks that gave us problems so far since they've been like on one has been mobile quarterbacks. And Phillip Rivers ain't mobile at all.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get any.
We do that. We could do that. We do that.
From deep inside their own
50 on the whole weekend.
Which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they'll start out with great field
What's the rest of the games? Tell me all the games real quick.
And Brandon, this is a
Cowboys don't got the 1st round bye?
Okay, where's he going?
Cowboys Seahawks. Hold on, Cowboys Seahawks. We're going with 3 games slowly because I got Cowboys Seahawks.
And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Jackson and the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to sack him.
I want to say Cowboys, but
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a
matter of fact, I'll go Cowboys on that one.
One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the
I got the Bears on that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They go play action now. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
All right, come on, let's go through the rest of the games. I got Chicago over on Philly.
Backgrounds of these kickers. It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him.
Them niggas been on one.
Sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
The Colts, what'd you say, the Colts and Texans? That's the last one?
There. That would have been 2 drives in a row.
I go Texans in that one.
He's got to start taking care of the ball.
Deshaun Watson healthy.
That throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, so basically going to come down to the Ravens game. Well, no, it's like 3 of them we don't agree on. I got Cowboys, Ravens.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams have been ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. This is Scarborough. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Breshad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Yeah, talking about the boombox. Yeah, I was watching the stream shit. I was watching the little scrim shit. Niggas was mad as shit at that boombox.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, Scott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
It's Scarborough again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So the Broncos coming out now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this is caught at the end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 24. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jackson on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create
You got a sparrow.
congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
That shit. Landry's a hoarder.
Throwing once more. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple.
Hey, look, I don't care. I know I suck, but look, I ain't a hoarder. I am not a hoarder.
Great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of.
But he has a reason. He's a kid. Landry, what's your excuse?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at this.
I mean, that's just rude.
Breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Kobe, get over here.
An offensive coordinator, and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run with Muhammad, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Patriots! Gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh!
Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And now here come the Ravens. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go again with Muhammad. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 33 and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.